I'd like to introduce you to Silver Mountain Equipment and take a few moments to tell you a little about the equipment we produce and why it would be important in your nursery. First of all, let's talk a little bit about nursery seedling production. All of us are looking for the highest number of quality seedlings per pound of seed we can get. That's where the profit margin is. In order to do that, we have to use equipment along the production line which will maximize the possibility of producing a high quality seedling. Number one would be your planting equipment, and here we would look at Silver Mountain's Precision Seeder. This Vacumn Precision Seeder is controlled by a computer which automatically spaces the seedlings to whatever desired distance the nurseryman would like. All that's necessary is to enter into the computer the number of seeds that the nurseryman wishes to sow per foot per single row, and the computer will do the rest. This allows you to change seedling rates within the bed, allows you to be able to run density trials very easily without stopping the equipment to make adjustments in chains or sprockets or so forth. And it also assures you that you're going to have an even spacing no matter what your tractor speed is, because as the tractor speeds up, the planter drum speeds up. When it slows down, the drum also slows down. The drum is the heart of the unit. The seed pins come out through the drum skin and push the seed off at the exact moment that it's to enter the ground, maintaining the spacing that's been set on the computer. The second thing the pin does is to clean the holes every revolution so that as the seed drum goes through the seed hopper and picks up seed, we have maximum precision and the maximum number of seeds sown per foot. The operator can observe every aspect of the planting operation. He can also fill the seed boxes on the go so that you save a lot of time going down the row. He can adjust the depth of furrow, he can adjust the covering of the soil, and he can adjust the pressure with which the seeds are compacted into the soil by the rear roller. All of these things are within easy reach of the operator. Let's go back for a moment and talk about this computer which controls our seeder. This is not the PC that you have in your home. This is a very heavy industrial type computer which is made to operate in the worst of conditions. What the computer does is to simply take a signal from the sensor judging forward speed and from the sensor judging the revolutions per minute on the DC motor and set up a relationship between the two. This relationship equates to the spacing between the seeds that the nurseryman has selected. If the tractor speeds up, the drum speeds up. If the tractor slows down, the drum slows down. So you maintain that spacing, the critical spacing. This computer is easy to operate. You need only enter in to the keypad the number of seeds you wish to sow per row. The spacing is infinitely variable on our Vacumn Precision Seeder. Now that we have the crop sown, let's think ahead a little bit to the time when we want to prune the roots in order to build a tight and shocky root system close to the ground line. In order to do that, we'll use an undercutter. Ours happens to be a reciprocating undercutter, which allows us to make very clean cuts as the blade reciprocates back and forth across the blade as it moves forward. We don't drag the roots, we don't sweep the roots, we simply cut the roots. This is a very sharp blade made of surgical steel, and as it moves back and forth, you can even make a 2 or 3 inch cut under the ground line on very small seedlings. Or you can cut hardwoods with roots as big as my thumb. Now this machine also has a wrencher blade. The wrencher blade is set at a 15-degree fixed angle and also reciprocates in order to loosen the trees and allow them to harden up or set resting buds as they go into the fall. As most of you are aware, we get most of our root growth in the fall. And in preparation for that, we need to irrigate the soil up to field capacity and then come through with the undercutter. This additional soil moisture will help to keep the plants from wilting as you trim the roots off, but also lubricates the blade as it moves back and forth through the soil. The Reciprocating Undercutter Wrencher has an operator's platform on the back from which the operator can judge the depth of the blade and can adjust it hydraulically on the go. Each wheel, both left and right, are controlled independently with a hydraulic ram. Therefore, you can maintain an even cutting depth across the bed, left to right. The Silver Mountain Reciprocating Undercutter Wrencher is a rugged, maintenance-free, precision piece of equipment that will do your undercutting for years to come. This is a piece of equipment that every nursery should have. Now that we've undercut in order to cut the tap roots and to start this shocky root system growing just under the ground line, we need to be aware of the lateral roots that can be coming across into the aisle, and those need to be pruned as well. So we provide the Silver Mountain Lateral Root Pruner. This is a series of 20-inch coulters set on 2 different axis points, 5 of the blades ahead, 5 of the blades behind, so that we don't roll up the soil and seedlings at the same time. You have a downturn on the rear set of coulters while you have an upturn on the front. And this is what makes the unit so unique. Each one of these coulters is on a trailing arm so that it follows the tractor and the direction of the steerable toolbar. Whereas from the operator's platform, you can adjust 6 inches left to right with a hydraulic ram that is fastened into the top link of the tractor. This allows you to be precise in your cut, no matter where the tractor driver may be, and you can use the steerable toolbar as a cultivator or as a sprayer. No matter how you use the steerable toolbar, you are in control. You control the precise spacing between the rows, no matter which job you're accomplishing. Extensive research and development at a number of universities and our own practical use on our own nurseries have shown us that this equipment, the Vacumn Precision Seeder, the Reciprocating Undercutter, the Lateral Root Pruner, are essential to be able to provide the type of product your customers are demanding.